The Jews know the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and his family as they know their own children, and this is evidenced by the Torah as Allah has made clear in His Quran. Despite the distortion of the Torah and the removal of the prophecies of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, Allah willed that the good news of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ remain in the Zabur of his Prophet Dawud, which the Jews call the Psalms. And this good news foretells of the appearance of the Prophet of the end times, Muhammad ﷺ, and the revelation of Allah's law upon him. Additionally, it foretells of the emergence of Imam Mahdi Salam, the grandson of the Prophet and Messenger Muhammad ﷺ, and it predicts the end of oppression and injustice at the end of the days of the earth at the hands of the Mahdi, the righteous man of Allah. The good news came as a prayer and supplication from the Prophet King Dawud to Allah Almighty. Despite the Jews' attempts to link the prophecy to King Dawud and his son Sulaiman, peace be upon them, Dawud and his son Sulaiman, peace be upon them, did not rule over all the earth and nations, and their kingdom was only in Palestine. Allah appointed them as prophets and kings over the children of Israel, excluding the rest of the peoples and nations. Christians also tried to link the prophecy to the personality of Masih Isa, son of Maryam, but Masih Isa did not come to become a king over the Jews. He did not marry or have children at all, and he was born by the power of Allah Almighty without a father, and he had only his mother Maryam, peace be upon them both. The book of Psalms, or the Psalms of David, peace be upon him, is a very important book and is mentioned in the Quran in several places, including Surah Al-Anbiya, where Allah Almighty says, "Surely, following the heavenly record, we decreed in the scriptures, my righteous servants shall inherit the land." In this verse, God makes clear that victory will ultimately belong to the righteous who will inherit his land. He confirms that this is what he wrote for his prophet King David in the Psalms. This verse has actually been written to this day, some 3,000 years ago, in the Zabur of King David, also known as the Psalms. It is in Psalm 37. The verse reads as follows: "But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace." There are several lines in the Psalms that tell us that at the end of time, truth will triumph over falsehood and injustice. This can be considered a prophecy foretelling the emergence of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and his son, the Mahdi, peace be upon him, who will save Muslims and the oppressed at the end of time. The prophecy of the Messenger Muhammad ﷺ and his grandson Al-Mahdi is in Psalm 72, and it reads as follows: "Give the king your law, O God, and your justice unto the king's son. He shall judge your people with justice, and your poor servants with righteousness. The mountains shall bring peace to the people, and the little hills by justice. He shall judge the poor of the people. He shall save the children of the needy, and shall break in pieces the oppressor. They shall fear you as long as the sun and moon endure throughout all generations. He shall come down like rain upon the mown grass, as showers that water the earth. In his days shall the righteous flourish, an abundance of peace, so long as the moon endures. He shall have dominion also from sea to sea, and from the river unto the ends of the earth. They that dwell in the wilderness shall bow before him, and his enemies shall lick the dust. The kings of Tarshish and of the isles shall bring him presents. The kings of Sheba and Seba shall offer him gifts. Ye, all kings shall fall down before him, all nations shall serve him. For he shall deliver the needy when he cries, the poor also, and him that has no helper. He shall spare the poor and needy, and shall save the souls of the needy. He shall redeem their soul from injustice and oppression, and precious shall their blood be in his sight. And he shall live, and to him shall be given of the gold of Sheba. Prayer also shall be made for him continually, and daily shall he be praised. There shall be a handful of corn in the earth upon the top of the mountains. The fruit thereof shall shake like Lebanon, and they of the city shall flourish like grass of the earth. His name shall endure forever. His name shall be continued as long as the sun. And man shall be blessed in him. All nations shall call him blessed.